Let's get it. Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, man? Today is October the 26th, 2023. It's your boy Chris, and this is the ChrisBeCappinn NBA show. I'm live on Twitter right now. I'm also live on YouTube as well. We only got a 2-game slate to talk about for today, but we got plenty of games to talk. Well, I'm not going to touch on them, but we got plenty of games tomorrow. And it's a nice little, especially if you dive into these games and dive into these player props, size, totals as deeply as I do, you kind of need that break already. So it's good to kind of get those breaks on Tuesday and Thursday when it's not that many games. So real quick, I do want to ask everybody that's watching to hit the like button for me if you can. If you're new to the show, definitely check me out on Twitter. If you're new to the YouTube, and if you're new to Twitter, definitely. If you're new to Twitter, definitely check me out on YouTube. And if you're new to YouTube, definitely check me out on Twitter. Retweeting the show definitely just kind of shares it out. You can get more smart people in here, people that cap the games differently than I do. And I'm always about learning. I'm always about trying to cash tickets. So definitely hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and turn the notification bell on. I'm gonna try to be consistent and go live on at 5 p.m. every day. That time may vary, but that's why it's good to have the notification bell on, especially on YouTube, so you guys know when I go live. So if you do that for me, it'd be greatly appreciated. Real quick, transparency perspective, I did go 3 and 4 yesterday, but we did finish plus a unit, almost a unit and a half yesterday. Tyler Hero, I took him at 20.5 points. Love the spot. It was a super great cap. I think he shot the ball like 23 times. And if I can get a point a shot, then I'd be good money. But he just happened to miss all the shots yesterday. So will I be back in Tyler Hero in the future? Absolutely. Because that's what you want when you're taking a guy to go over 20.5 points. He just wasn't making shots, but he was in a great spot last night. I'll take Tyler Hero 20 times out of 20, especially against Detroit, even though their defense did look pretty formidable. Kind of beat myself up that I didn't take Jimmy Butler under, because that was the same amount of thought that I had in the first game with Michael Porter Jr. to go under. You just fade players that haven't played a game in the preseason. So Tyler Hero was an X that didn't cash. Halliburton double cash. The Pacers run up and down the floor like a team you probably haven't saw since like the 80s. So that's probably a play we're gonna try to lock in pretty often if we can get pretty good odds on it. Because Halliburton should probably average a double. So definitely like the Halliburton. Glad that we got it at 130. Nas Reed, I think it was a good read, but I also think maybe Nas Reed at home more so. And also, I got to give credit to the Raptors. Not sure if people like what games you guys are watching and paying attention to. I got YouTube TV, so I'm watching 4 on one screen, 4 on the other, and I'm kind of like just kind of paying more attention to one on each screen than the others. But Nas Reed, I was watching Toronto. Toronto is going to be a really, really good defensive team. They're not going to score a lot of points. We're going to make some money cashing the unders in Toronto. So Nas Reed didn't get his points yesterday, but I still love that look as well. And then Walker Kessler, man, I'm not sure what they're doing out there in Utah, but Walker Kessler legit did not play the fourth quarter. I thought he was hurt. He only played 22 minutes and had 8 points and 8 rebounds. So if he, gets his minutes up, I think we absolutely cashed a double there. It was plus 150. That's another look that I'm gonna be probably doubling back on. But I got to figure out the rotations, because they got a lot of rotational players in Utah for people who didn't get a chance to see them lose last night against the Sacramento Kings. So I did love the spot for Walker Kessler. Definitely a play that I play over again. He just didn't get the minutes. 22 minutes is not going to cut it. And then Porzingis, we lighted Porzingis threes. We took him at 3. We took him at 4. He cashed. And then Portland and Clippers, that was an ugly, ugly loss. The Clippers actually blew Portland out. I think got up by 30. Took all their starters out before the third quarter even ended, and then their second unit actually gave up 38 points in the fourth quarter after Portland was struggling to score. I think they had 42 points at halftime and pretty much struggled to score the whole entire game. The defense looked really, really bad, which is why the Clippers' offense looked so good. I do think that game is, probably an overreaction. The Clippers are not that good offensively, and Portland has to be a little bit better offensively, but I kind of thought that game would go under. I think it was the right play. We got the CLV, but, because Portland decided to not play defense first, the Clippers let up off the defensive end as well, and that game goes over in the fourth quarter. They scored like 66 points. So we ended up losing that one as well. But like I said, overall plus 1.34 units if you tell all the plays and got the odds that I got. I know some people got better odds on Porzingis threes because they were plus 650 on FanDuel. So shout out to everybody that did that. Let's jump right into it for today, man. So we got the Philadelphia 76ers traveling to Milwaukee to take on this new look Milwaukee Bucks team. And we got a spread of 6 in favor of the Bucks. The line is 6.5 at some books as well. And then we also got a total of 227.5, which is actually a total that I like. I like playing this game from a total perspective. As far as a handicap for the game, I'm not really interested in laying points with with teams that just have a whole bunch of new stuff kind of going on. I talked about this yesterday with Houston, and I'm glad I stayed off because they made Orlando defense look like it was probably going to be a top 5 defense throughout the entirety of the season. Excuse me. And we also see teams just kind of struggle out the gate. So when you think about this Milwaukee Bucks team, Adrian Griffin's the new head coach over there because, of course, they fired Coach Mike Budenholzer. All of their rotational pieces, for the most part, are also gone. I mean, granted, you still got Brook Lopez, you still got Jay Crowder, but Joe Ingles of the world, Grayson Allen of the world, you got to integrate Damian Lillard and see how he fits with Jokic, with Giannis. You also got other complementary pieces coming over like Malik Beasley. So to me, I talked about this in the when I was doing the preview shows. I think the Bucks are a team that we take the over on. I don't think that they're going to struggle defensively as much as I feel like most people think that they're going to struggle defensively. Damian Lillard is a major play into why I like the total to go over because he's not as good on defense as Jrue Holiday, but he can score better than Jrue Holiday. So I think that kind of keeps me off the side. I think also looking at the Philadelphia 76ers, I watched them play in the preseason. They're going to play with a chip on their shoulder. I think that they absolutely going to play with a chip on their shoulder. They played the Bucks really, really tough last year, and they still have a really good complement of guys over there to go with Joel Embiid. Maxey's somebody I'm really high on. I talked about his points prop, and it's actually my favorite play in this game. Yesterday, I gave it out on the show. Didn't even give it out to my members until earlier, but I gave it out when it was at 21.5. Before James Harden was officially ruled out, it was actually 20.5 for Maxey. It went up to 21.5. Now it's 22.5. I like all three of those numbers because I feel like when I think about how you score against the Philadelphia, how you score against this Milwaukee Bucks team, it's typically going to be from the exterior, right? We know that they got Brook Lopez, they got Bobby Portis, they got Giannis, and it's really difficult for people to score the ball. Now, of course, Joel Embiid is the perennial MVP of the league, but at the same time, Maxey has the best matchup in my opinion. So I love that he has the matchup advantage in my opinion. I think we see a lot of points today. If Maxey scores 25, it really wouldn't surprise me too much. I think he has the ultra green light now with James Harden. Probably I'm not sure if Harden's ever going to suit up and play a game. I know that they're just reconditioning him right now, but I don't know if he ever is going to play a game. He's not even traveling with the team. They told him to stay at the crib, get on the treadmill, get yourself in shape. So I think he has the greenest of lights. Also, you look at the 13 games last season that Harden didn't play, and Maxey averaged 24.8 points per game in those 13 games. So I like Maxey a lot today. It feels like he should, cruise over this points prop. I also got to play on the total. Total is 227.5. It did come up just a tad bit, but I'm probably going to relax on the unders unless I see a really, really good number that I like. So not going to play a lot of unders because even though the reads are right, sometimes they can still go over the total just a tad bit. So the high totals I'll probably be targeting an under just because it's contrarian look. We've seen that happen a couple of times. I think the highest at total so far have actually stayed under outside of looking at the Indiana Pacers in the Washington Wizards yesterday. That game flew over the total, and it's because the Wizards played no defense and the Pacers legit couldn't score in the first 4 minutes and still had 70 points at halftime. So yeah, I'll probably just only target those totals to go under. Atlanta, Charlotte was another one yesterday that stayed under the total pretty easily. So it'll be some totals. This one, I couldn't play the under one. And it's for a couple reasons. For one, like I said, addition of Damian Lillard, subtraction of Jrue Holiday tells me this game is probably going to go over. You're going to see more points being scored. I think looking at last year, granted it's two separate teams and the roster turnover is a tad bit different. I like what Philly did. Philly went out and got Kelly Oubre, who I really, really like. I almost played Kelly Oubre, and I told myself I'm going to chill. I'm going to relax. His points prop is at 12.5, and the only reason I didn't play it is because he's a boom or bust type player. If you're into gambling, you definitely want to take a guy like Kelly Oubre Jr. I think he's going to get ample minutes. It seems like him and Nick Nurse are kind of hitting it off on the right side. He's been scoring the ball. I think he's motivated to play now because in Charlotte last year, it was just a dumpster fire for the entirety of the season based on that roster, based on LaMelo not being able to stay healthy. So something tells me Oubre is going to play well. We're going to make money with Oubre this season. I just don't know if I want to do it on the road in the first game. Not sure what the rotation looks like. This Philly team still has firepower in my estimation. When you think about Maxey, of course, Joel Embiid is a walking 30-point scorer. You still got Tobias Harris, who's looked good in the preseason. And I'm really, really high on DeAnthony Melton, too. That was the other play that I like. I'm not giving out 3 plays in one game, 3-player props, but I really like DeAnthony Melton, probably his assists. I think 5 assists on Bet365 when I looked at it earlier was plus 330. I think he does more of the facilitating, and in my estimation, and then you get, Tyrese Maxey trying to score the ball a little bit more. So those are my, 3-player props that I really, really like. I just went ahead and played Maxey over his 22.5, but I really couldn't talk anybody off Oubre. Oubre points 12.5 on Bet365. I think 15 was plus 150. If he gets hot, he's going to score 20, 25 points. So maybe blunt money bet. I see my guy Dream in the chat. Blunt money bet Kelly Oubre to score 20. Take him at 25. I do think it's going to be a fast-paced game, and they're going to need to keep up. So that's why I like Maxey points. That's why I like DeAnthony Melton assists, and that's why I like Maxey points as well. So those are my thoughts as far as the total. Going back to the total. So I talked a little bit about last year. So the Bucks the Bucks played the Sixers 4 times, of course. Both home games went over. They flew over the total. Both road games that they played in Philly actually went under the total, and they went way under. They finished like 219, 218, something like that. When I went back to look at those numbers. Also, if you guys remember back to the Bucks last season, this was a team that you wanted to play over at home and you wanted to play under on the road. They finished 27-16 to the over last season at home, but just 13-13 to the total. On the road. So if you want to play a Bucks over, you do want to play it at home. I think first game, I think you come out and see. I think we see a lot of points. The spread in this game is 6, and the total is 227. Some quick math. That's 113.5 at 3. So about 116 to 110 is what the books are anticipating. And I think both teams can score about 115, 116 in this spot. So I did play the over 227. It's up to 227.5 now. It might be some 227 still available. I do like that number a lot. So first game, Sixers, Bucks. Give me Maxey points over 22.5. Give me the total over 227.5. And Kelly Oubre, man, I think he's the guy. If you guys want to sprinkle any blunt money on him, but I didn't play. Kelly Oubre. Just trying to be a little disciplined, not go too crazy with only 2 games on the board. All right, so let me go through the comment section real quick, and then I'll get into the second game. Then anybody who got thoughts and opinions on the games, definitely send me a request, put it in the YouTube chat, and I'll get up as many people as possible. Prolific says, "What's up, Chris? Pleasure to be here as always. Took Maxey dimes over 4.5, minus 140, going light. Okay. I couldn't talk you off. Maxey was a player that we cashed on. I think his assist used to be 3.5, 2 years ago when Ben Simmons sit out, and he cashed that religiously for us. So hopefully he cashes that for you as well, Prolific. Big Marv says, my guy Chris, let's get it. Hopefully AD bounce back tonight. Absolutely, man. I need AD to bounce back, man. I heard Colin Coward call Anthony Davis. He called them he called my man AD the Sunday machine at McDonald's. He said if it's working, it's a lot of fun, and if it's broke, then you can't really get a lot from it. So hopefully, man, my guy AD can show up, man. We need some consistency from AD. We also need Darvin Ham to figure out this rotation. Sitting LeBron in a revenge spot like that was really, really bad, and I lost money on that game. So I'm with you there, Mark. David says, Chris, post the link for the membership in the chat. So, David, I'm glad you mentioned that. People been asking me about the membership. So my membership, if you guys want my plays when I post them before the show, It's $5.99 a month, $5.99 a month to get the exclusive plays that I play. And most of the time I do have analysis with all the, I mean, there's always analysis, whether I share it, how in depth I share it is something different. But if you want that link, it's actually posted in the YouTube description. So if you click on the video and just scroll down, it says $5.99 link. So you can just click that link and become a member if you want. I appreciate you asking about that, David. Shout out to Colin, the new member. I see him. He signed up. Let's see. David says plus 275. Miles Turner, 2 blocks. Ben Matthew, 15 points. Cash just started for a quarter. Okay. Good cash there. David became a member. Appreciate you. Is coming a member as well, David. Daniel says, what do you guys think about the Bucks first quarter under 58.5 and Bucks -2? No real strong opinion from me, Daniel. I'm staying away from first quarter totals and first quarter sides on the first game of the season. Like it's just not a spot that I like to play. Nick Nurse is also a defensive-minded coach. I do think they're gonna have to play a little faster, which is why I played the over. But I don't like that Nick Nurse is such a defensive-minded coach, and he really got his guys to play pretty good defense in the first couple of preseason games that I watched. LJ, my guy, LJ says, hit the like button for me. He says, Maxey over 21.5, Torian Prince over 9.5, Durant over 7.5 rebounds, less cash. So we got 3 props that he likes. David says 58 people. Smash the like button for me. It's definitely appreciated if you guys do. Coop says he likes Tobias Harris, points plus rebounds over 20.5. We'll have to step up with the Harden drama. I would agree. I think it's going to be Maxey, but it could be a world where it's Maxey and, Tobias Harris. Anthony said he took Maxey assists. And I do think the Anthony Milton is starting, Devon. I do think he's going to be in that starting rotation. Coop says sneaky look. Watanabe points over 5.5 in his threes and 2 threes plus 225 on DraftKings. With Book and Bill being out, he should be getting more minutes at home off the bench. I would agree with that, Coop. I would absolutely agree with Watanabe. He's going to shoot the ball for sure. And, like 2 threes, especially, given the lack of points. Like we're thinking about maybe, let's say, Devin Booker averages 28 points this season and Bradley Beal averages 20 points this season. That's 48 points that this Phoenix Suns team is not going to have. So somebody's going to have to step up. I don't think that they're not going to be able to score. They will be able to score. So somebody's going to have to score. Watanabe might not be a bad look. It's going to be a lot of value on that side. It's really going to be about who you like, honestly. DeAndre says he likes Philadelphia plus 6.5. 76ers Bucks over, which is what I'm on as well. Player props, he likes Maxey points plus assists over 27.5. D'Angelo Russell points plus assists over 19.5. I couldn't talk you off any of those. I think all of those might cash. That's kind of how I'm seeing the board as well. Barstow says want to leave Reeves 2 threes back. Oh, want to run Reeves 2 threes back. Role players shoot better at home normally, and I would agree with that. Not going to jump out, too far on in that player prop realm. I'm trying to be a lot more disciplined, and I'm gonna play more props this year, but don't want to give out too many. So I'm gonna stay off Reeves, even though it should be a bounce back spot. I could not talk you off of that one, Barstow. Let's see. The Livestone says after seeing all those sound bites, LeBron James going for 30, he absolutely could. It's gonna be interesting to see what his minutes are like. Dwight Howard living his truth. We're not touching on Dwight, man. That's crazy. Malik says Kevin Durant triple-double. Sir Goat says start on Malik Beasley, threes over 2.5 at plus 120. He could get there. I'm not 100% sure how many minutes he's going to get from Coach Adrian Griffin and the rest of that coaching staff. So it's something I'm just kind of waiting and trying to see. Waiting to see. My guy says I jumped back on AD 25 points. He should get there. I mean, Nurkic's a pretty good defender, but I feel like AD typically gets the better of him when at least in his days when he was in Portland. Nurkic is a pretty good defender, but AD typically should. He's in a primetime bounce back spot after not scoring last game. It's all going to be about who has the advantage. Whenever you play against Denver, if you have a big man, you absolutely want to make Jokic try to guard as much as he possibly can to take away from make sure he's playing honest and not just let him go do what he want to do on the offensive end. So you make him play defense, but I'm not sure if they try to do that same method. Who the offense runs through tonight. It could run through AD and it should, but we'll see. Let's see. Don't want to bounce back. Don't want to bounce to every prop so early in the year. I'm with you there. DJ Prop said he got AD at 1-3, and B 1-3, Reeves 1 still at plus 327 on FanDuel. Okay. Small sprinkle on 76ers, win margin 1-10 plus 300. Yours truly. Okay. All right, cool. All right, appreciate you guys for tapping in. Like I said, if you joined late, hit the like button for me. Let's go over to the second game. So we also have my Los Angeles Lakers taking on first home opener as well, taking on the let me get this banner down. Taking on the Phoenix Suns. So Phoenix will be in LA. Of course, this is both teams' second game. Both teams played on opening night. Both teams, well, the Suns actually won on opening night. Of course, they had Bradley Beal. They had Devin Booker for that game. Bradley Beal sit. Tonight they'll be without both. Lakers major advantage in this game just from a personnel perspective. I think Phoenix will have their hands full. The spread is moving. When I start right before the news came out that Devin Booker was going to be ruled out and not play, this line was at 6. I want to say the last time I checked, this line was at 6.5, pretty much on all sports books. And yeah, it's about 6.5 on some books. 6.5 majority number. I'm just frustrated with myself that I wasn't looking at this one yesterday, because we could have got a 1.5. This line actually opened at 1.5 for the Lakers. It's a winnable game. They should absolutely win this game. I think Phoenix has a really, a lot of good pieces, but missing 2, perennial all-stars is not a team I want to back even on the road here. Lakers' first home game should be a desperation spot. You don't want to start the season 0-2. And you got a really, really difficult schedule if you are the Los Angeles Lakers coming up. So it feels to me like they should probably want to come out here, put their best foot forward, and, take care of this game. The Lakers on deck have the Lakers schedule for the upcoming schedule for the Lakers. They got to go to Sacramento and play Sunday. Then you get Orlando. You got the Clippers. You got Orlando again. You got Miami. So it's not the easiest of schedules. I think those Orlando games are going to be tough. Sacramento, we know what they do, especially in their gym. I'm pretty sure they're going to be trying to light the beam. And the Lakers can never beat the Clippers in the first place. So I think this, has to be a game that the Lakers take serious tonight. What I chose to play was the Lakers in the first half. I think that's where we see the peak motivation, the peak effort. So I took the Lakers first half, minus 3.5 in this spot. I think it's a game that, they should get out to a really good start. Crypto.com, not Staples Center. Crypto.com should be rocking. And I trust them more so in the first half, to come out and kind of cement themselves early. So I think it was a 2.5 out there as well. If you have like Unibet or Bet Rivers, a 2.5 is available, but 3.5 is the prime time number, and I like that number. I think the Lakers should be winning by a couple possessions at halftime in this game. So that's what I played. I stayed off the props. I know Nurkic cashed his rebounds in the last game. He's their best rebounder. Also, Kevin Durant got a double-double in the last game. Shout out to Sosa. I don't think I see him in the chat, but I know Kevin Durant double-double was like a plus 245. He cashed the double-double, so maybe looking at Kevin Durant rebounds, if you think the game does stay close and the Suns can, play enough defense to kind of, make sure that he can get those rebound chances. So those are my thoughts on the game. What I played segment, like I said, it's at the bottom. I played Maxey to go over 22.5 points, the Philly and Milwaukee game to go over 227, and I played the Lakers first half minus 3.5. Strong lean towards Kelly Oubre. Like I said, just gonna stay off and not do too much in that game. But I really do like Kelly Oubre. I like him a lot. I like Kelly Oubre a lot. I'm going to just probably wait till he gets back home. I think some of these role players will play better at home, and I also want to see what the rotation is and how many minutes Nick Nurse allots to, a guy like Kelly Oubre Jr. So I stayed off that, but those are my looks, man. 3 looks for today. Hopefully we go 3-0. If you guys got looks, send me a request. I'm going to get the guys in here that do have looks, and we'll wrap this thing up, man. It shouldn't be too long of a show. It's only 2 games. But if anybody got anything they want to speak on, let me know. Get through these quick comments, and then we'll go back to the YouTube section. So let's see. Brenton says, what do you think about Tobias under his points? Previous game logs don't look the best against the Bucks, leaning more towards outside shooters for the 76ers. I could agree there, Brenton. The only thing that keeps me off of it is Harden not being there. That's a lot of usage that goes to somebody. We know Harden comes down with the ball, dribble, pass it, they pass it back to him, dribble. So yeah, I think Maxey, Tobias, Kelly Oubre Jr., even DeAnthony Melton, somebody has to get that usage. I'm not sure what Tobias does. He's not a guy I typically bet on. About 2 years ago, Tobias did me super dirty, and I've been off of him ever since. But I just can't. I can't ever gauge, when he's gonna have a good game, when he's not. So no real strong opinion from me, Brenton. Cameron says can't pop on, but Giannis stocks. His steals plus blocks over 1.5 minus 115 is the lowest we're going to see this line most likely. So he likes Giannis to get at least 2 blocks plus steals. And I couldn't talk you off of that. I think Giannis is going to be fired up this season. Especially after the way they finished last year. Static over here on YouTube. I'm not even close to the mic actually, but maybe that's just me. Hopefully it's not. Let me see. Let me make sure my mic is where it should be. Hopefully that's better zoned up. Appreciate you being here as well. What's up to my guy Courtney in the chat? DJ Prop says it was huge for the Lakers' confidence. It will be huge for the Lakers' confidence if they can blow this depleted Suns team out. I mean, they should, right? But just because things are supposed to happen, you still got to go out and play the game. What do you think about KD assists? I think he will see a lot of double teams today. He could. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to put Torian Prince on him. Jared Vanderbilt won't be available for this game. Nobody in the world can guard Kevin Durant anyway. So maybe they, try to double. Maybe they just let KD eat, and you just let him go off, and you don't double, so the other guys don't get wide open shots. It's going to be interesting to see. And these are all we don't have these notes, on how Darvin Ham is going to try to guard KD, tonight. But we can watch, take notes, come up with a spreadsheet. I know I got one. I'm jotting down everything, and I'll share with you guys maybe towards the end of the show what the notes that I took from yesterday's game, just things to kind of be on the lookout for as we kind of capping these games, looking at player props and stuff. Nurk, Russell, and Gordon, 10 points each is a minus 101. So that's Nurkic, D'Angelo Russell, and Eric Gordon to score 10 points each, pretty much pretty much even money. Seems like a lot of people on Maxey points. I love Maxey assist ladder. Okay. All 3 of Chris plays are parlay plus 471. I never do that, David, but if you want to be inclined, go right ahead, my guy. I'm not parlaying anything. All right, but those are my thoughts, man. Let's go in order. Great White is up first. I know this guy swept the board yesterday. Definitely want to give him a follow. Always appreciate his contribution to the show. I think he went 5-0 yesterday. Great White, what's going on, man? Congratulations on a big night. How you doing today?
What's going on, my brother? That's right. 5-0 yesterday on all the props, man.
Absolutely. We love to see it, Great White. Love to see it, bro. What you liking for today?
All right, so today I got one play. Only doing one prop is 2 games. I want to see how these games play out. Don't want to go too crazy. It's gonna be an angle that probably no one's looking at. It's gonna be Josh Okogie over 8.5 points. I logged in the morning at minus 135. Pretty much, Josh in game 1, he scored 17 points on 7 of 9 shooting, along with 2 free throws. And he's gonna be going against the Lakers tonight. The last time he played them, last regular season, right before the playoffs, he scored 16 points. And in that game, Booker didn't play. Tonight, Booker and Beal, they're not going to be playing, so he should see 30-plus minutes again, like how he did in the last game. And just to add on to that, last season, on games where when Booker played or didn't, Okogie, whenever he played 30-plus minutes, he cleared this line in 15 of the 17 games where he had 30-plus minutes. So I saw this line. I had to jump on it right away. I saw some books already move it up to 9.5. There's some other books that still got it at 8.5. Might be a little bit more juice than minus 135. But that's actually my favorite play. That's my favorite prop for tonight. And just a little freebie that I'm doing also. I also did. I agree with you on the Lakers first half. I got that paired up Lakers first half money line with the Buffalo Bills money line tonight. I got that at minus 110. Only doing 1 unit on that. So those are my 2 plays for tonight, man.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that reduces that juice a lot. I think Buffalo minus 9.5. So yeah, you can get Buffalo on the money line tonight, especially at home coming off that that loss last week in New England. That sounds like a prime time spot to put those 2 together. That should be good money, Great White. I'm gonna actually write that one down. I like the Okogie look too. I also, had him on my short list. He was definitely a guy named that I wrote down just based on pure volume alone. I think, guys like him, Guys like Torian Prince, if they get the opportunity, they're gonna be out there to score the ball. He's also a slasher. He's also, like self-motivated. I love how hard he was working. Road warrior as well. So I like the looks from Great White, man. Hopefully you sweep the board again, Great White. I like these looks, man, for sure. Appreciate you sharing them.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's go in order. Godspeed, you up next. Then I'm gonna kick it to Black Thor, Greg, and get my guy Dream up as well. Godspeed, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Yo, what's good, bro?
How you, man?
I'm doing good, man. I had one straight yesterday. It was Halliburton double-double. It's a cash cow play. We're going to keep running it if we get those prices. I gave out Ben Simmons triple-double, but I was talking to one of my guys, and I was like, yo, Ben Simmons is one of those guys that probably will get the 10 rebounds or the 10 assists and struggle with points, which he didn't get the triple-double, but he finished with, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, or something like that. So it was almost there. I feel like the read was on.
For sure.
But today, I got a little bit more volume out. I'm going to try to keep it quick. My first play, split a unit, so half and half. I took Giannis rebounds at 11.5, and I took his double-double and the win. Season openers tonight in Milwaukee. Giannis is one of those players that's always going to play hard. They just extended him, gave him some bread. So I like this prop as he's hit it in 15 out of the last 16 games versus Philly. My next one is Brook Lopez three-point ladder. I put a half a unit on his 2 at plus 155 on DK and a quarter on his 3 at plus 470. Last time Philly came to Milwaukee, I was in the building and I actually cast this full ladder there. And Brook Lopez, he averaging 2.8 three-pointers made versus Philly in last season. It's kind of like what you guys talked about with Mitchell Robinson. Philly, they don't really step out and guard a big man that can shoot. They let him shoot, and Brook Lopez is a player that can knock him down. So I threw a half a unit on his 2 and a quarter on his 3. My next play is Embiid assist. In that same game that I was at last season, I saw Embiid get a triple-double with Harden playing. So I took his assist. Philly, they got some guys that can knock down shots. I like the Kelly Oubre. I'm going to get to him in a minute. But I just feel like Embiid is a dominant player. You're not going to stop him. You can only try to contain him and make him come up off the ball. So I believe he'll have plenty of opportunity to get some assists. Kind of the same look with KD. I threw a half a unit on his 4.5. I took that at minus 111 on DK with my 50% boost. KD should dominate the ball today. I don't see anybody really handling the ball besides him. And maybe Eric Gordon. You can probably see Grayson bring it up a little bit, but I believe KD is going to dominate the ball in that game. Like you said, you can't stop KD. You can only try to contain him. It'll be interesting to see how Darvin Ham and the Lakers play him. But I threw a half a unit on that. The first show of the season, I know you remember I took AD and Jokic three-point ladder. I did that with Embiid and Brook Lopez. So I got their 1 at minus 124 and their 2 at plus 611. Milwaukee is another team. They give up threes. Embiid is averaging 1.8 three-pointers made in his career versus Milwaukee. And the Bucks gave up the second most three-pointers made to the center position last season. So I'm expecting Embiid to come out, maybe shoot 3 or 4. Hopefully he get 1 or 2 for me. I would love him for that. And my last, I got 2 more plays. Kelly Oubre, he's a volume shooter. He's going to come out shooting. 12.5 is a little bit low for me. I know he's probably coming off the bench, but when he comes off the bench, he's going to have that green light to shoot. That's what they got him for. They need scoring off that bench. Philly didn't really have a bench last season. So Kelly Oubre come out shooting. I like that 12.5 line. He averaged 16 points versus Milwaukee last season. He averaged 14 in the preseason. So I really like that. And I got 2 more. Make it real quick. I took Bobby Portis and Watanabe three-point ladder. Bobby Portis is another guy, same breed as Brook Lopez. He comes off the bench as that 5 for Milwaukee. He's hit that 1 three-pointer made in 9 out of 10 games versus Philly, 9 straight. He's averaging 1.5 three-pointers made. And I got him and Watanabe 1 for plus 117 on DK, plus 944 there, 2 on DK. Watanabe, he's over 0.5 3-pointers made in 3 out of 4 preseason games, and he just hit 2 in the first game of the season. I'm really big on Watanabe. I know Kevin Durant, he's part of the reason he's over there in Phoenix. He's big on Watanabe. I watched several interviews last season where they were in Brooklyn, and he praised Watanabe. He's a 6'9" shooter. It's going to be hard to contest it. So, like you said, the points got to come from somewhere, and I believe Watanabe is going to cash at least 1 3. And my last one is my moonshot. Is going to be Kevin Durant triple-double and Joel Embiid triple-double. Pretty much the same reason why I took the assist. They're going to have the opportunities if they decide to double. The rebounds are going to be there for both players. Their triple-double is over plus 100,000 on FanDuel. I'll put 0.1 unit. Do not go crazy. It might not hit. It's probably not going to hit. You guys hit the odds. But I also took their 8-8 at plus like 6,500. And I put 0.2 on that. So those are my looks for today.
Okay, you got a lot, Godspeed. Hope you cash them, bro. wait, crazy on the 2-game slate. You got time today. Okay. Hey, I hope you cash them. Appreciate you. No, that's a fact, Godspeed. I appreciate you sharing them, bro. Appreciate you coming through and sharing them. All right, let's keep going. Let's go to my guy Greg, and then I want to hear from Dream. What's up, Greg?
Nothing, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good, Greg? What's going on, man? Long time no talk to. Hope everything good with you.
Yeah, I was just kind of laying low, man, waiting for the NBA to get back. But we're here, so here we are.
Yes, sir. What you liking today, Greg?
I'm going with the Dame double-double at plus 300, and then a reason I think that, man, is Middleton's probably going to get about 20 to 30 minutes run. And I think this is, Dame wanted to move out of Portland. He wanted to be on a championship contending team, so I think it's very important for him to come out here and set the tone. His assists alone are at 8. Justin, that's at like plus 107. So for 2 more, you're getting all the way up to 300. And I think you're going to get a very, very conservative effort out of him tonight. And if you know him, he can know he can get his anytime he wants. So he wants to get this team kind of rolling. So I think he'll look to distribute in the beginning on that. And then other than that, like I sprinkled the plus 60 to 1 on the triple double.
Okay.
Stupid small. But other than that, it's mainly the triple double is what I'm hoping to cash on tonight.
Triple double. Okay. Dame triple double plus 300. I mean double double. My fault. Yeah, I wrote down double double. Dame double double plus 300. If you guys are interested in that, okay. I couldn't talk you off of it, right? I mean, like you said, the line already at 8. We expect them to definitely score 10 points. So that's not a bad look based on the odds for sure. All right, let's keep going. Appreciate you, Greg. Let's go to Dream and then Deadlock. I want to hear from you as well. I think it's the first time on the show. And then Black Thor, I'm gonna get you up as well, and we'll wrap this thing up, man. Let's go to Dream. Dream, what's going on, my guy?
It's the fucking vibes, my boy. How you?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I can't complain, man. Everything's good. I heard the show yesterday. I wanted to get on, but I couldn't. But show was yesterday, man. Show was good yesterday. I appreciate the looks you gave out. But yeah, got one play and a couple blunt money bets I'm gonna give out. The Giannis over rebounds, probably a popular play. Over 11.5 rebounds. I don't know. I played the 130 shop around 12.5. I do a half unit. The reason why I'm on this, he's gone over. I saw a stat I thought that said he's gone over like 15 of the last 16 games over this number versus Philly, but I don't remember that. So I'm gonna go by what I know. He went over it all last year against Philly. The 3 games last year, he went over the 11.5. And then when he played Nick Nurse, Toronto, he averaged 16.5 rebounds in those 2 games. So all 5 games, he went over the numbers. So I'll go ahead and go over this 11.5 tonight. If it's at 12.5, play a half unit. I opened at 10.5. I missed the best number. So I don't want to be like advocating y'all to play 2 over with the number opened at, but I'll probably move it to a half a unit at that point. And for blow money bets, I'll give out 2 of them. Well, actually 3. Giannis assist ladder. Just doing my studies throughout the night, and I noticed that Giannis had 10 assists both games last year against Nick Nurse's Toronto Raptors. Different team, same coach, probably going to have the same way of defending him, where he tries to make him into a pass on his assist. So I didn't play the base, just took 8 at plus 380, gave it out on the timeline last night. Played 10 at plus 1400. So hey, let's just make it 3 straight games where he has 10 assists against a Nick Nurse defense. And last but not least, I played Giannis 2 blocks in Minnesota. In Milwaukee money line at plus 500. I just put it in on DraftKings right now. All this is on DraftKings, by the way, because my FanDuel account is hacked. But I just put it back on DraftKings, and it's actually at 525. Love it. Gonna play it every day, anytime I get Giannis. I wanted to play the 2 blocks by themselves at plus 400, but I didn't have the option to do it on DraftKings for whatever reason. But if you go to the SGP, put in the 2 blocks and the W, it's at plus 525 right now. I gave it out at plus 500. Yeah, Giannis, I don't got to say too much. Somebody spoke about his block number. I think his blocks opened at just 0.5 minus 110. So, he doesn't have no crazy history of getting a bunch of block shots against Philly or nothing like that. It's just a number that I want to take advantage of. So if you're going to give me 2 Giannis blocks in a game that he should win, and the money line at plus 500, I'm going to take it. So that's what I'm on, my guy.
Okay. Hey, Dream got the look. I like that. I like the Giannis 2 blocks in the money line. I think they definitely get the job done tonight. Not that Philly won't be motivated, but I think they, 6-point favorites for a reason. Well, I guess you can't say it like that because I do feel like, when you're the favorite and your odds are the shortest to win the championship, the number always going to be a tad bit inflated. It's always going to be about, especially if you're a spread better, if you're willing to, jump on the other side. So you'll see. We'll see. Could not talk you off, though, Jane. Could not talk you off. Giannis should be in for a good spot. And I think it's for Giannis revenge season, too, man. I talked about this, man. Giannis I think he's about to go crazy this season just because the other big men are starting to dominate the league. And I don't think he liked that too much, with Joker winning MVP, Finals MVP, Giannis, Embiid winning regular MVP, Jokic winning MVP 2 years in a row before that. So I think, it's time for Giannis to kind of reassert himself. He definitely going to probably want to do that at home. So could not talk Dream off those looks and appreciate you sharing those, Dream. Let's go to Black Thor. What's up, Black Thor?
Yo, Chris, what's up with you, man?
I'm good, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. First of all, I gotta give you a shout out, man. I know you talked about, I think it was the last day of the Spaces on the Team previews of the Porzingis, man. We took him to 3, took him to 4. I think 4 got at 650 at the highest. It was pretty easy, man. So that was with you. I'm riding with you on Maxey again for his points. I kind of have a little system I do if I go by 100, and if you even give me 30, somebody else got to score them points. And, with the usage and the shot selection alone, I'm all in on Maxey. The other thing I do, and this is just a lean, I have an outlier. I was looking around the league yesterday, kind of like role players who just got up a ton of shots and kind of really at good value. I think Bruce Brown was one. I think Strus was another. Just guys that get 25 to 30 minutes and get some shots up. So I'm going to roll with Kelly Oubre, a quarter unit for 2 and 3 threes. Kelly Oubre is a little bit of a Jekyll and Hyde guy with his consistency, but one thing about him, he's going to get him up. So if he gets 25 to 30 minutes, I expect him to shoot anywhere between maybe 3 and 6 threes, man. So I'm definitely going with him in 2, and I'm going to go with him a quarter to 3. Appreciate you as always. Oh, and tomorrow, Cade Cunningham, he's going to get a Hornets to business, man. Whenever that line dropped tonight, him and Durant went off. I'm so mad at myself. I kept looking at it. I didn't play it. Whenever that line dropped tonight, I'm on Cade and Durant, man. Appreciate you as always.
Absolutely. Hey, Black Thor, real quick, man, before you devour, man, this gonna sound crazy, but I literally, while you was talking, I was literally going to Kelly Oubre threes because I hadn't checked it all day, and I've been talking about his points, and then you go into your breakdown. So that might be some good juju, man.
It was just like I said. After the league, I watch games obsessively, Chris. But after the league, I go box score, and I go highlights, and I go in game.
Same.
And I just saw the wing shooters and corner shooters just having a ton of volume, and I'm like, yo, this game, like you said, I love the pace in this game. So with that volume, I'm with Kelly Oubre for 2. I think I saw at minus 120. I gotta go to 3, man. If he gets the minutes, if he gets 30 minutes, man, you can go up because he's getting the shots up. I never got to worry about what Oubre was shooting. I don't know what Harden's doing. You forgot one thing with the dribbles. Don't forget the sloppy step back at the end. Dribble, dribble, hit him with the step back. All right, you take care, man.
Oh man, have a good one, Black. Though I appreciate you, bro, contributing, and I hope you cash it, man. I definitely think it's a good play, man. Like I said, I'm gonna wait to hop on Oubre when he get back to the crib, but I could absolutely see him, having to keep it close, and they're gonna need Oubre for his scoring ability tonight, in my estimation, which is why I jumped on the over. So yeah, I like the looks there, man. I like the looks a lot. How long we 45 minutes in. Everybody that pretty much wanted to speak is up. One more thing I want to do real quick. I want to kind of give you guys just what I jotted down last night. Maybe you guys want to jot this down. Maybe you want to record it, whatever the case might be. But I'm gonna do my best to try to keep a note section every single day based on what I'm seeing from these teams. So I'm gonna just give you guys some real quick stuff that I noticed just from last night action. So for the Atlanta Hawks, Jalen Johnson, first game of the season, has a career night in a road opener. He dropped 21.7 rebounds and shot 7 for 13 from the field. So definitely somebody from the Atlanta Hawks that I'm going to keep my eye on. Not to say he's going to do that every single night, and not to say I'm going to play him next game because I don't even know who Atlanta play next. But Jalen Johnson, given the opportunity, I think, definitely is going to fill up the stat sheet. So if we can get his numbers, I like that a lot. For the Celtics last night, it was Porzingis. And it wasn't his threes because I don't think he's going to be able to hit three that consistently all the time. It was his blocks. Like Porzingis literally turned into a rim protector last night and was cuffing stuff last night. I think he finished with like four blocks last night. So I don't even know what his blocks number was, but definitely I'm gonna be looking at Porzingis blocks as well. For Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Nets, Cam Thomas played super big in that opener last night. Finished with 36 points in 25 minutes. It's gonna be interesting to see how they manage his minutes. Because on the other hand, Spencer Dinwiddie was held to like 5 points last night. So I'm not sure if Cam Thomas came in and got hot because I didn't get to watch that whole game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. But Cam Thomas is definitely somebody we know that's a boom or bust type player. And if he gets the minutes, he can fill it up. Real quick, let me go over a couple more real quick. For Charlotte, it's Mark Williams, points plus rebounds. This dude made us a lot of money last season. Points plus rebounds straight. I think Mark Williams is due for a big season. These under the radar type guys that a lot of people might not even know if he light skinned or dark skinned. But Mark Williams is gonna make a lot of people money if you keep your eye on him this season. Let me give you a couple more real quick. I think everybody know about Detroit. Hopefully people got a chance to watch Detroit last night, so I won't touch on them. The Pacers, I've been touching on this already, but first half overs, Halliburton double-double, Ben Mathurin points until they get that set right, Bruce Brown points until they get that set right, especially against poor defenses. And they played at the fastest pace, which is absolutely what I expected last night. So that's what I wrote down for them. I'll give y'all two more real quick. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in that Oklahoma City Thunder offense. Shai had a 30-piece last night to go along with 10 assists. Super high usage. Step back threes. I think he hit 3 of them. And we know Shai don't even shoot a lot of threes. And they had the 4th highest offensive rating on opening night. Last one I'll give you guys is Portland Trailblazers. They really struggled last night to stop the center position specifically. Zubac had 20 points and 12 rebounds. So we know Aiden is not the greatest defender. They food on defense when it comes to protecting the rim. So that's what I'm gonna give you guys as far as notes. I'm taking notes on every single team though. Every single team, what I'm seeing, I'm updating it by the date. If you guys send me a DM, I can share this document with you guys as I kind of update it. Send me your email address. I'll share it out, definitely with my members. So send me a request. Send me a DM or something, and I'll put you guys on this so you guys can see it. But I'm updating this every single day because this is how we're gonna get paid. This is legit gonna be a cheat sheet. And shout out to J Chip for joining. Just became a member as well over on YouTube. Appreciate you guys for tapping in, for showing love to the show, man. I'm trying to give out all the game. I'm trying to cash. I want all of us to rob the sports books. I want all of us to make as much money as we possibly can. Christmas around the corner. Your son might need a Halloween costume if you ain't got it yet. All that good stuff. Turkeys, all that good stuff, because Thanksgiving right around the corner. So that's what I got for you guys. Just a real quick recap as far as what I played today. It's posted at the bottom. Like I said, I'm on Maxi. I took his points, 22.5. Talked about it yesterday when it was 21.5. I took the over in that game as well, over 227. And give me my Lakers in a bounce back spot against the shorthanded Phoenix Suns tonight. In the first half, specifically, -3.5. Best of luck to you guys. We got tons of games tomorrow. Enjoy the games tonight, man. Y'all stay safe. Pray for Maine. It's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. And I'm not going to get off on, on a long soliloquy, but it's just a lot of craziness going on in the world, man. Pray for peace. Pray for all the families that was affected by the shooting last night. Best of luck to you guys on your action that you have tonight. And until tomorrow, man, I'm out.